Welcome to official SLTV channel. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and share my video and press the red button. Please help me to share my video.
Good afternoon. Good morning, comrades of the All People's Congress Party. Today is the 21st of January 2025. I want for this audio in response to comments made by people regarding the statement that was made by our Deputy National Chairman, Alhaji Osman Foday Yansaneh. People have done a commentary on that, and I got for make me your input. Secondly, at the CISPOD, they do a write-up where they talk about the national executive, they undermine the presidency of Dr. SAMURA KAMARA. At times, their write-ups, they not deserve responses. When somebody is ambiguous, somebody lacks
this
focus.
One the big problem.
In the audio, you respond to the audio, especially when the audio is insignificant, which I see it won't let you get attention. And by you responding, you are giving the individual an attention we not deserve. You are giving the individual a platform he or she does not deserve. So at times you can decide, make you not talk. Because when you talk, you create relevance for them, and the person is not relevant. But for simplicity, at times we go for respond for make we will clear our doubts. Because we have people who are governed by the social media. We have people, the only means of information are the social media. Whether the information way that they get, that disinformation or misinformation, the fact is they've got the information from the social media. So if we're not there for the throw light on those bad informations, it no go good. So now that make attempts with people who know I'm irrelevant when they do audios, we can decide for respond so that we will be able to educate people who are so gullible.
We now listen well.
I will start with the first one. Because the second one, when they say that they undermine the presidency of SAMURA, we not really get much for talk about Dr. SAMURA in presidency again. Because in presidency, the electoral justice all day in limbo. But people go to cause noise for the great relevance for Dr. SAMURA KAMARA. And we are not a party to it. That is why we don't want to participate in such a discussion. But however, at times, the kind of information where they go out can prompt we for make we go respond, and we will respond accordingly. Let's come to Ambassador Osman Foday Yansaneh. Before I talk about Alhaji Osman Foday Yansaneh, I want to thank all the participants that will go put local for the peace retreat. For the mere fact that they went for a peace retreat, that shows the party is in readiness to unite and to bring people together, because a retreat of that kind, talking about peace, is very good. It's very key, because together we stand, divided we fall. So if today we order the self go put local for talk peace, for preach peace, I think that has been part of the agenda of the national chairman when he was talking about political, when he talked about intra-party cohesion. and that takes us to Podloko to make we get a retreat. So that tells you the national chairman agenda in the work. So we can also thank Alhaji MINKAILU MANSARAY. But let's come to Alhaji Osman Foday Yansaneh in audio, a message, a statement where he made during the peace retreat. Of course, the former vice president, now a very nice man, Alhaji Sidiki Sanswana, he don't play a vital role in so many people their lives. So for me, they will say come
So I
back to
don't
the
know you
APC.
were
Me to me, I
lying.
don't feel say bad. It's a good news. It's a very good news. Make it come back because we say the more the merrier. Instead of a dominant political figure, na kono, you get young people, get young followers. If you don't demonstrate that, but again, looking at the utterances of Alhaji Osman Foday Yansaneh, I think he owes the party an apology, and he also owes Alhaji Sidiki Sanswana an apology. Why did I say so? 2015, we go for the National Delegates Conference for expel the former vice president from the party. The person who pioneer, the person who machinated everything, now the former Secretary General, Alhaji Osman Foday Yansaneh. He was bent on ensuring that Sanswana was expelled from the party. We see the anger, we see the grudge, we see the venom
This one a
where he
big
get for Chief
problem.
Sanswana at that time. And as Secretary General, he went all out to ensure that the vice president was expelled from the party. And when we go for that convention, Ambassador Osman Foday Yansaneh in charge the meeting. Ambassador Osman Foday Yansaneh in read all the charges of Alhaji Sidiki Sanswana, even though evidences were not displayed to us. But because we wanted to follow the party leadership, all of us were obliged to endorse the expulsion. Yansaneh na in pioneer, na in engineer, everything. Who we go, we will see. Other senior party members were there. They did not say anything. They did not make any comment. They just sat down as observers. They observe and see what will happen at the hall. But the person who was charged, politically charged, to ensure that he succeeds in his plan was Alhaji Osman Foday Yansaneh. He went out, he did everything humanly possible for make Sanswana to be expelled from the party. Some people shed tears, some people wept, some people were not happy, but they were obliged to vote in favor of the decision for obvious reasons. And that action was principally precipitated by Alhaji Osman Foday Yansaneh. So I was very much shocked when I read in the talk say we forget a national delegates conference for handle the affairs of Alhaji Sidiki Sanswana. Alhaji Sidiki Sanswana is a dominant political figure. Yansaneh no say Chief Sanswana is a dominant political figure. If you also know say expelling this man from the party, we will create a vacuum. Expelling this man from the party, it will reduce the numerical strength of the party. He knew about all of those. He did not advise, but he pursued to the latter until Alhaji Sidiki Sanswana was expelled.
Official
Today,
SLTV channel.
if he has become the ventriloquist for Alhaji Sidiki Sanswana, it will come back to the party. Let it go back to the drawing board. Yansaneh need for go back to the drawing board to see where he went wrong. When always we go for that convention, we all see what will be happen. So Ambassador Osman Foday Yansaneh, you have to rethink and go back to the drawing board and see how you can better approach people on this issue. Because you were the person who played a pivotal role for the expulsion of Alhaji Sidiki Sanswana. So today, if the presidency of Alhaji Sidiki Sanswana they in limbo, if today Alhaji Sidiki Sanswana has found himself in this quagmire, and how to get out of this quagmire is you, Ambassador Osman Foday Yansaneh. You have the answer. You play the game, and I know say you get the answer. Having said that, you also mentioned about the constitution. The constitution where you say there are bad laws in the constitution and we need to amend or revisit those bad laws. I was very much surprised. I was really bemused when I heard such a statement from a very senior comrade of the party, somebody who served as a National Secretary General of the party. Because at the time they promulgated those laws, Yansaneh was the Secretary General of the party. And the drafters of the constitution, they liaised with the Secretary General at that time. The drafters of the 2022 APC party constitution, they be the liaise with the Secretary General. The Secretary General, it makes so much input. We get a comprehensive constitution of the All People's Congress Party. Now, my question here is, Yansaneh, you made so many recommendations, and most of those recommendations you made, now for make Sanswana no get chance for contest, and for destroy a political ambition. So you be able to influence the drafters of the constitution for me to put laws we will bar Alhaji Sidiki Sanswana from contesting. You did that because the drafters of the constitution, they be in close contact or in close touch with you. They seek advice from you as Secretary General of the party before they could complete the drafting of this constitution. So they were with you, they were hanging heads with you. And those bad laws, today where you they point at, say they are bad laws. Where were you when those bad laws were enshrined in the constitution as Secretary General at that time? Where were you? Yansaneh, why didn't you advise inter alia that those laws will not be in the interest of the party? Why didn't you advise? But only now. Fellow participants, comrades of the All People's Congress Party, this now procrastination to the highest degree. This is not good for the party. People where would they refer to as the lexicon, the encyclopedia of the party, if they condescend to this kind of level, then what will be the hope of the APC? What will be the hope of the APC? Now, no commodity. When they don't draft this constitution here, now we'll all go McKinney again. And Yansaneh was also there. We will go adopt the constitution or for ratify them. We'll all go McKinney. Yansaneh was also there. Those bad laws where you don't see today, if you don't see them bad laws, they will go for go approve or for go adopt the constitution, the 2022 APC party constitution. The bad laws he's pointing at today, those laws were still there. Who will go McKinney? And the lawyers, they take the time, Afrikaners and others. They read the constitution page after page, page after page. Read in English, explained in English and Creole, so that the message could cascade to the least person who no go school. When I may not say na big English, they may speak, and they understand that. So that was why they did not only read and interpret in English, but they also dispense the common language of the people, which is Creole, so that everybody could understand. And indeed, everybody comprehended the contents of that constitution that we adopted. Yansaneh was there again. He did not raise objection that no, that aspect, that clause is bad. This clause is not good. And in the same Yansaneh, it influenced the drafters there for put certain things like the constitution as Secretary General at that time. So today, if he's saying we have bad laws in the constitution, that is a serious indictment for him, a serious indictment for the drafters of the constitution. Fellow participants, comrades of the All People's Congress Party. You see, APC is not a jamboree dance with the dance. APC, we cannot allow people to make the APC as a bazaar. APC na an institution, and this institution here, it get credible people where they head them. This institution here, the membership comprises of credible people. So for make Yansaneh go make such an unfortunate statement, I feel it's a pity. I am in sympathy with him. I'm really in sympathy with Ambassador Osman Foday Yansaneh. Now you want to make, now you stand and ensure say therefore express Osmana. It don't happen. The constitution, you follow the constitution to the latter for ensure say you enshrine certain clauses who go disqualify Sanswana by Yansaneh. You did that. Then those were bad laws at that time. But now you don't come, you say they are bad laws and those bad laws should be revisited or amended. At that time, when you be the hunt Sanswana, those laws were very good. They were appropriate, they were very good. But now that you want Sanswana to come back to the party, they are bad laws. We did it against the committee of Sanswana. He's our brother, he's a mentor, he's a very senior commander of the party, and he has a political base. And besides, he is loved by his people. This would have been the factors you would have looked at, personally, before influencing the drafting of the constitution. For say, if we drop Sanswana, how can we go there? If we drop Sanswana, we go lost corner. If we drop Sanswana, with numerical strength, it go drop. If we drop Sanswana, what thing will be the consequences to the party? You would have thought about all of those, but you did not. You just influence the expulsion of Sanswana. Now, the man go. When instead of going, people they say, no, they disgrace where they don't disgrace you. In a hard way, they disgrace where they don't disgrace you. Who said the show APC say, you know, we picking, you know, a true son of a soil. Therefore, form party, instead of inform a party. Then today, you see there are bad laws in the constitution. The bad laws who you contribute for make them will be enshrined in the constitution. At the time you are doing it, they were not bad laws. But today, they are bad laws because you want Sanswana to make a comeback. We want to let it come back. But you for do self-introspection or or for do examination of conscience for see where you went wrong, come back to the drawing board. They say nemesis we have to catch up with people. Neither begin so. We say prosperity will judge people. Neither begin so. You were pioneer for me since one ago. You did everything. Convinced Anes by Kroma. Everybody, the delegates conference. Now you chair. Now you read the indictment. Now you do everything. Today, now you they change the language. Today, now you they change the grammar. Go back to the drawing board, Yansaneh, and see where you went wrong and how to amend or how to solve those problems. Comrades of the All People's Congress Party, this is a food for thought. Let us all go reasonably digest the message of Ambassador Osman Foday Yansaneh. At times, let us know they hide that here. Me particular Wale Sanswana come back. Let us get a healthy competition. Let us get a healthy competition. It go really fine. So for me, we'll get a healthy competition. It go finally get a healthy competition. Honestly speaking, if we get Sanswana back on track, we will get a healthy competition. But the method where Yansaneh take really is unprecedented. I never knew he could condescend to that level. But however, you know, say people don't carry age, the mistakes they kid one. And those mistakes are bound to happen. And when they happen, we must also be there to correct them. So now that I get for talk. Like about to somebody where they call Babatov. That's what I'm not sabi call the name. Asabiam. I don't say na road transport and small bobo. They go right, the national executive, they undermine the presidency of Dr. SAMURA KAMARA. And when we talk about the national executive, who chairs, who is the head of the executive, is the national chairman of the party. And I've been done make it clear, crystal clear to everybody that MINKAILU will never and has never undermined SAMURA KAMARA. I don't make it clear, and I will continue to make it clear. And it reinforce this message probably the write-up way, Baba 12 they do, because I know somebody may have written it for him, then he did the audio. Because from a audio, how he talk and the write-up, you will see say, not to do the write-up. Somebody may have done the write-up for him, then do the audio. And by him talking about people undermining the national executive, undermining the presidency of Dr. SAMURA KAMARA, probably I am of the view that Babatov was in a state of oblivion. So in really, if you forget, he didn't forget the mindset. He just did do when they say instead of kind of social media, you don't talk, or instead of talk for SAMURA KAMARA, like how some people they do. Quick, they don't do audio. For me, you give them a platform. We need to give somebody who know a relevant a platform. No way, you're not relevant. You are very, very insignificant. So we need to give you a platform. We need to give a platform to people who matter in society, people whose voices could be heard all over the world. Now the people that they will give platform, not to somebody where they try to forget fees, college fee, they try to forget support Africa, who they can respond to in trash, to the audio for their platform. Say, hey, you said they try. No, not where they give that platform. Yeah. But Babatov, our men know say nobody no undermine the presidency of Dr. SAMURA KAMARA. If una say this gullibility, una get for exhibit and it will affect you now. It will really affect you now. Nobody no ever undermine Dr. SAMURA KAMARA. Because all of us voted SAMURA KAMARA and we wanted him to win the election. But the thing with SAMURA before do it and not do it, when they fail for test SAMURA because we don't make a God. Then they affect you today. So look at SAMURA KAMARA in his face and tell him the truth. Say, Pa SAMURA, you are crying for electoral justice. Why Pa SAMURA they will announce this results? Say results they still in a talent center where they not be done put together it. Then the ECSA boss they go announce. Why you not be act fast? Go court, ask for a risk for me to go ask for ask for an interlocutory order of mandamus for me to go restrain the ECSA boss from announcing the result. You would have done that, but you know do. You say you don't go court. You say you don't believe the judiciary. You don't do all you say you don't go court. You say, but you go fight for electoral justice. So how you able to fight for electoral justice without going to court? If you say going to court is off the table, how do you hope to achieve this electoral justice? Your pursuit for electoral justice is not bad. Your pursuit for electoral justice is not bad, but it's untimely, and definitely you will not succeed because time is of the essence. At the time you pursue this electoral justice, they don't invite President Bill. Forget take over the seat of the presidency of the UN Security Council. When I just say they can't pull out. Ecomo the candy 15, Ecomo the candy 17, Ecomo the candy 18, Ecomo the candy 19. 30 days Ecomo. We don't see the 8. President Bill is there. They don't go UN. They don't take the presidency of the UN Security Council. When they still talk about electoral justice, they don't go, they don't come. They don't come back. They govern. When I say again, electoral justice, the king of England or of the UK, they don't invite her again. If for now Buckingham Palace, they don't invite her. You are still talking about electoral justice. For goodness sake, people should be ashamed of themselves now. Say no, this year you are making folly of yourselves because you don't say electoral justice. You not go work again from the context where when they look at her, you not go work. President Bio, the British government don't invite her. If I didn't, the UK, they just still talking about electoral justice.
So we don't
ECOWAS summit
listen.
get for day again. They don't invite
Sure.
her. They got for go there. When I say ECOWAS, they can't put President Bio. If they can't go there again. The one who the post talk, you defend the president, you defend it. No, I am not defending President Bio. But also, you should stop lying to people. The ultimate expectation of the people of APC that be a rerun. But rerun, they say, is off the table. So this electoral justice, we're not showing the roadmap yet. We're not showing how far we're going to go with the electoral justice. And they see some misguided elements. Then they go, snap with a British MP, Neil Coy, na the UK, where amongst the all, now only black women of, Neil Coy in constituency. But they all just go team up near the British MP, they snap, then they begin tell people they say that they fight for electoral justice. Anybody in the UK, you can request to have a snapshot with a British MP. Say, no, hey, hi MP, how are you? I'm so. Can I have a snapshot with you? They will say, come. Yeah, they will snap, not a big thing. This picture, I see this Bobo with the Sweden in the right, it says electoral justice on cause. Do you want to snap with Neil Coyle, the British MP, UK, the useless qualifier, a drunkard. Look in head. So head. You know body again. So head. Look at her. Look at her. From where they get a snapshot with Coyle, which result they don't give you, which message they don't bring to you. Nothing. You don't hear from them. No good result on the way you get from the people there. But for just snap and fool people with the fight for electoral justice, Dr. Fuller of all people, look at him. But I've been not to say he's a liability, sober. Not to somebody who is sober at all. Qualify, never get set for the UK. Now just the name of the UK. Now his small sister, a host. Now they embarrass his small sister. It don't become a liability on his small sister. His small sister, he also na humanizer. And they do nothing on the UK. So drink. He's a drunkard. If they drink no more, qualify. He don't outlive his usefulness. Now they go snap with the opportunity where somebody gets certain agbla because in the Neil Coy in constituency say, can we have a snapshot with you? The man say, okay. Now when they don't stop, they poster Andrew KAMARA. They are fighting for they are fighting for electoral justice. Look at Zainab of all people. Zainab Tolly. Look at Zainab in the UK. Zainab na go take £15,000 na bank. They go loan for give Dr. SAMURA KAMARA so that they will make him the Minister of Social Welfare, Gender and Children's Affairs. £15,000. Today it is struggle for pay that money. So those people who invested in SAMURA, those people who went to the bank, they took bank loans, they spent on SAMURA KAMARA. These are the people desperate for the electoral justice. They feel when they become minister, that's the only way they can get back their monies. The money they don't go. They can't get. So stop fooling yourselves because not to we on the phone. Not to we. Dr. Sise, you know one person where I have so much respect for you. You are a professional man. No falla, the way they do ya, Dr. Sise. I really want to let you comport yourself, cultivate your manners. Some of you they look up to now. For me, this party I go stand well. Now some of you now where they look up to. Qualifier is a failure. Fuller na a liability. You have a very good job. If SAMURA no give you job, APC can, you have a solid credential. A solid one where APC can make use of his account with a good job. You know, say Mr. Party support SAMURA. So I have so much respect for you. Not join Qualifier. Qualifier is a liability. And then you get waiting for it in the UK. It will go from house to house to people. We go, they talk about electoral justice. They get beer, a drink, conference, eat. That is how he survives in the UK. So please, Dr. Sise, do not associate yourself with that failed qualifier. I beg you. Now beg, I beg you. You see, of course, As for Fuller, I will not talk say Fuller ambition. What you don't get in the UK, that's really I can get her. So where SAMURA not succeed, like a nightmare. If you don't get a nightmare, so now make he's frustrated. You know, the frustration it don't lead to Dr. Fuller for the do all kind of thing. Vinod Fuller, I saw him. He stood by the AP. Now they all they go. Now they all they go for the electoral justice. Dr. Fuller, Zainab, there is nothing for her to write home about. In character, it don't stay in the UK. It don't date Dr. Sise to an extent. Dr. Sise, a house there in ring. In a so a day from one man to another. At the same time again, it don't date the same Dr. SAMURA, this lady, Zainab. We get a whole profile of her. But we decide to hold on to her. But since it continuously fed for electoral justice for the full people, so that a useless life now with the show, it's not sober. Zainab not sober. It don't keep Dr. Sise. Dr. Sise, he will not complain. But Kusa, he say, "Men want to let come be man." It don't keep Dr. SAMURA. Na Amy day. Small, blah. It don't keep her. She has no pedigree. She has no pride. Then he goes down, the former minister of social welfare, children, gender and children's affairs in this country. Second, yeah, go transfer money again. Can't give Dr. SAMURA. Go transfer money and make can give. So, fellow comrades of the All People's Congress Party, I saw that picture. I was not frenzied because I knew they were up to a game. They snapped that picture there. They snapped near the British MP. Then they posted all over. Then they put still fighting for electoral justice. If you ask any one of them, say, how did you fight for electoral justice? What is the result? Which dividend will not get? If they answer that, they will not cut their hand. But they just talk about electoral justice. This electoral justice, that's also noise now. Electoral justice, na noise. So the presidency of SAMURA KAMARA is in limbo. And as I speak, President Bio is the president of the Republic of Sierra Leone. Somebody they tell me say, me na SLPP because I comment on the president's speech in your speech. I say yes, whichever way you, label me, I don't care. But if a whole sitting president don't do in year's message, he say he want peace and cohesion in the country. He want stability. That is very good. If he talk say, now bullet for bullet, anybody do this at the killer, now bad news. But he say, I want peace and national cohesion. That is good news coming from the president. Now I talk, hey, President SLPP, President this, President that. He's the president. Now a very brilliant speech where he make. On New Year's Day, he say it appeal for calm. He want peace and cohesion. He want national cohesion. What I don't want peace in life. Pass the fans of electoral justice. So now they don't want peace. They feel say that this electoral justice they will take for divert the mindset of people. You cannot. So Ami Babatov, SAMURA in presidency was never undermined. He compromised his own chances. So ask SAMURA, say, why did he compromise his own chances? So do not apportion blame to anybody. The national executive, the national chairman, national executive, they are focused. They get an agenda. And they are going by that agenda. So if SAMURA falls short, SAMURA has shot himself in the leg, please, nobody is going to be used as a scapegoat. So for those of you in the UK fighting for electoral, justice, Vinod Fuller, Khalifa, Zain, shame on you. Shame on you. Yeah? The time when we be supposed to fight for this electoral justice with another. Now when they don't announce President Bio, he's now the president of Sierra Leone, commander-in-chief, fountain of honor in the government. Now in the diversion in the UK. Now in the diversion in the UK. Now you don't go take the seat of the presidency of the UN Security Council. You're still talking about electoral justice. You should be ashamed of yourselves. But we some of them not get shame. When I join the door, no man, I'll let Samura say, "When I self when I try," but Samura himself, this electoral justice, he's fed up. He's really fed up. And the pressure when they put on the man, because when I don't give him the money, power, how they get with money now? Now, no man about Samura says, "No, he's fed up." The parochial age, he want rest. Okay. And the presidency of Samura KAMARA, first and foremost, we have to ask, is he a registered member of the party? That should be a question, Babatov. Ask him whether he has registered. They also ask him, if they continue for the presidency or is it an agenda 2028? Because for now, we're not agenda 2028. We prepare for 2028 for win the election. Late planning will make you fail. But when you plan very early, you are bound to succeed. So we are planning for 2028. We want to call people in Agenda 2028. Agenda 2028 is good because if you want to win 2028, it's now you start the planning. You plan for 2028 now, then you will get a desired result. So we are planning for 2028. Whilst we are planning for 2028, we are planning for electoral justice. So agenda electoral justice and agenda 2028, they're not the same. There is a dichotomy between Agenda 2028 and Agenda Electoral Justice. Agenda Electoral Justice, we're not going to forget a press conference and tell you how far we're don't go. We're not going to forget a press conference and tell you the roadmap for the Electoral Justice. We're not going to forget a press conference for tell you how much responses you've got from the international partners. Yeah. Otherwise, if we're not talk about Electoral Justice, we will begin for the park on a slap now. We're not going to talk about it again. Yeah. So I thank you very, very much for listening. We're not going to stop the audios there. Another one will come in the evening. So feel free to share. Praise be. God bless.